So, you're about to hop on a 10-plus-hour flight with kids under the age of 7 years old. So, what do you do to cope, and what do you need to pack to keep them entertained? I'm about to give you all of my tips and will list all of the items that I mentioned in the description below.
This is my favorite suitcases because it has this that where you sit on. So this is where you put your foot on, and then you have to sit right here. But you might think this is awkward, but it's very comfortable. Don't forget to subscribe
And what to do? What else?
Subscribe and
Like.
subscribe and like Person Inventors. Dun, 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 dun.
As you can see, Arya is in love with this suitcase. It makes traveling for her and her sister so much easier. At this point, we've used the suitcase about 5 times, and as you can see, it's holding up pretty well. It's easy to open and close. That part that you just saw is the piece where the girls sit down. It's lightweight, even filled with a bunch of stuff, which you'll see later on in the video. Like I mentioned, it holds a lot of things. Aria is opening the zipper here, and her hands can basically go all the way through where that zipper just closed. I'm not sure why we didn't show that part, but it goes all the way down, and then you have 2 extra pockets, the one that she's in there and now here, and then a mesh pocket for anything that you need accessible easily. Then if you go on to the other side, there is another pocket that's secured. And then if you turn it over, this is your main storage. There is something that blocks the middle, but it still gets the job done. So in the first suitcase, I have 2 full-size blankets. One is for Dia and the other is for Aria. And my girls love their blankets, so I had to make sure to bring these 2. And as you know, an extra pair of clothes is extremely important. I tend to dress my girls up in something warm because the plane can be extremely cold. But then I also pack comfy clothes for them, 2 bottoms and 2 tops. And then there goes their underwear and their socks as well. I bring extra pairs of those because you just never know. And I always bring a new pack of wipes because it's easier to clean up messes and then also easier to clean them if they just need a quick little wipe down before changing their clothes into something more comfortable. And then these are the last items that I have in the first suitcase. This is a Touchland hand spray. It's very slim and easy to use and goes into that mesh pocket along with some tissue because you just never know if they have a runny nose, and a hairbrush and comb, which are important when you have girls because their hair can get messy pretty quickly and they want you to fix it for them. Then here's a product that I super recommend. I got it from Amazon and it is a first aid kit and it comes with a few things. This is a warming blanket that I got from my husband, so I just add that in there. But it comes with nail clips, band-aids, something to test their temperature, antibiotic cream, and wipes. It also comes with, like I said, band-aids. They have some cute ones here to, attract the kids, and then also some of the regular kind. It's perfect and it's easy to fold up. And then I have a toilet bowl seat cover, I call it. It is foldable and comes in a little pouch that I don't have pictured here, but I put it in the pouch and then I add it into the suitcase. It also comes with suction cups that attach to the toilet bowl seat. I only use this if there aren't any seat covers available, but if there are, then I use those. If there aren't, I use this just because it's cleaner, it's easier to have the girls sit down on, and it's comfy and cleanly. The last things that I have in the suitcase are my disinfecting Clorox wipe. I know it's a big pack, but I honestly think that it's easier than the smaller ones. I had to brush Aria away there because she was excited. They love to clean their hands, and here are the hand sanitizing wipes by Clorox, and it's very helpful. It's easier to use, I think, than hand sanitizer, and so I use those as well. And moving on to the electronic stuff, I always take this with me. It's a little pouch that has, as it says, chargers, cables, and other random stuff. And Ari is helping us here to open the bag. I have adapters in here that allow you to use American appliances in Europe or in Asia. I particularly like this one because it helps with old airplanes that still use that plug-in, and you can use your own headphones since I bring headphones for the girls that plug into both their iPad, but then if they want to look at their airplane entertainment, then they can use that plug-in if that's the one that the airplane has. Then the iPad case that I have stands up so they can put it down on the table in front of. And now, snacks. You cannot forget snacks when it comes to the kiddos. Every snack that I have here, including the Cheez Its bags and all of the Doritos, the Cheetos, and the Pringles, are all resealable. So, in case they don't finish it, they can finish it later. Same thing with the Chips Ahoy and the Oreo cookies. It just allows for a cleaner eating experience. Kisses are little chocolate treats that I give them individually wrapped. I think that that's also very important for cleanliness. The worst thing is having kids with messy hands and messy faces and things spilled all over. Then I have two dishes for fruits. That one's already filled up with grapes, and I'll probably put carrots or something in the other one. Then I have two push pops, one for each of my girlies. It's easy for them to use when we're landing and when we're taking off, so it helps them pop their ears. They're not quite, able to yawn on demand. And also, as you can see, it is reusable in terms of closing with a cap. And they love their water. So Ari's going to demonstrate how she drinks her water in her thermos. Just be careful because with the air pressure, they tend to spray a little bit when you open them. Another essential is medicine. I take Benadryl with me in case there's an allergic reaction. And then I take Tylenol for any pain or fever like symptoms that might pop up while they're traveling. A lot of people prefer the tab forms, but for my girls, they ingest the liquid form better. And most importantly, activities for them to do as we're flying, especially on flights that are longer than I think 5 hours. You need to have activities for them to do. And by now, you probably know I am obsessed with mess free things. And so these explain exactly why I've purchased them for the girls. Everything here is fairly mess free. Yes, there are moving pieces, but oops, camera focusing issue. There are moving pieces, but they're all small and able to be easily recovered if dropped. So I have two dry erase boards. Then I have a mess-free finger painting activity book, which is really cool because the girls get to press their fingers against it in different colors and then paint the coloring book. They really love this activity, and it was mess free. Their fingers didn't need to get wiped. It was just easily perforated from the book, so I didn't have to flip back and forth between them. And then we have a bunch of other activities. So here is a scratch and play. It's kind of like a bingo or I guess a lottery ticket, but it's a game that they play against each other, which they had fun doing as well. And same idea, scratch and sketch. So it came with a wooden pencil and they were able to do that. Similarly, I have water cards or watercolor cards, and these were for Dia specifically because they're the alphabet. And I tend to try to find activities that allow the girls to learn as they play. These are other water books. I don't think I take them out the box. No, I don't. But they all have themes. So one of them was a unicorn one for Dia. Then I have a brain quest for Aria in her transition from kindergarten to first grade. And she loved doing this as well.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.